it's an incredible circuit. It's so fast. There's basically 2 braking points. Apart from that, you need to be flat out and you need to be as smooth as possible. Into the 2 chicanes, which have to be as late on the brakes as possible. That's when the skill comes into it. The rest of it is smoothness. Absolutely love this place. Brilliant track.
There was a little bit of early attrition, and that essentially affected you. But you had to be there and hold on to the position, which is exactly what you did.
It's a hard track to keep the lead because the slipstream is so great around here. The last thing you want to do is be in first place on the last lap.
From what point does the slipstream start to take effect on the back part of the circuit?
Well, as soon as you come out of the
complex.
Yeah, as soon as you come out of the complex, from church onwards, the slipstream is a huge advantage. So you just can't afford to be in first, really. So I was very pleased to break away and at least give myself a bit of breathing space.
It must be an absolute treat for a driver. I would imagine also fairly exhausting.
Yes, yeah, it gets very hot in these karts anyway, let alone on a nice day like today, and wearing leathers, a helmet, it's quite humid.
Well done, Lewis. Congratulations.
Brilliant.
Another one to look forward to later. Well, as far as you were concerned, actually, the track is about you.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult, especially around a track like this where it's 90% full throttle. I mean, you've got to think about where you're going.
It was interesting seeing just how many karts, top running karts, fell out at the start of the race. Is this particularly hard on a kart?
It's hard on tyres. I mean, I'm looking at my tyres there, I've listed a front one. But I was having a good scrap with Gavin Bennett at the start, and I don't know what happened, but he went off on the fast.
Yeah. I mean, you had an advantage of about 14 seconds at one point. That came down to 9 at the end. But there's a wry smile on your face when I say 14 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, towards the end I started having a problem. It started missing a bit as we got onto the back straight. But, it seemed to clear itself out.
And the tyre you were driving around as well, I would imagine.
Sorry?
Yeah, the fact that you had a tyre that had gone off was a problem, was it?
Yeah, it starts getting a bit sliding around towards the end.
Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah, you kart racers are a different breed. You really are fantastic stuff. And let's have a to our 450 national. They sound different from the inside. Do they sound any different when you're actually driving it or not?
Yes, they're much deeper. And they're a lot louder than the 2 strokes.
Now, you really wanted to keep up with the 250 national leader, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I want to come here and obviously I want to win the 4-stroke challenge, but I'd also quite like to put in front of the national drivers as well. That's my aim anyway.
It's an interesting addition. Tell me what the karts are like to drive. Are they particularly different?
Well, in terms of the way you drive it, they've got a lot more torque, so you can drive it in the lower revs.
Yes.
But in terms of on the brakes and through the corners, it's not actually that much different.
Is it not?
It's just a little bit heavier, so it's a little bit slower.
And what about the decision